famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four.
This trailer didn't just tease a movie, it rewrote the MCU's multiverse from frame one.
Human Torch.
I love you, Johnny!
The Fantastic Four. First Steps trailer hides cosmic secrets, multiverse twists, and a betrayal so big it could shatter everything we know. Very first frame, the trailer plays tricks on your brain. Instead of the usual digital polish, we get a dusty retro green band preview bumper, flickering like it's running through an old projector. The film grain isn't just for style, it's a subtle world-building cue. Look closer, and you'll notice the MPA approval notice is off-center, like it was slapped on by a careless projectionist, maybe even stoned. It feels authentic, chaotic, and entirely intentional. This isn't our Earth's Marvel, it's an alternate history where the Fantastic Four were the original super celebrities. The moment sets a tone. This isn't another reboot, it's a universe that diverged decades ago, where comic book science became real, and the Cold War may never have happened. It's not just an aesthetic, it's a message. Forget what you know.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Marvel's skipping the crash course. No gamma rays, no lab accidents. Instead, the trailer opens with the team already iconic, introduced by a 1960s style talk show called The Ted Gilbert Show, clearly riffing on The Ed Sullivan Show. The crowd's roaring, the band swinging, and the Fantastic Four walk out like rock stars. Reed's a full-blown genius celebrity, somewhere between Steve Jobs and Albert Einstein. Sue runs the Future Foundation, hinting at major science initiatives already in play. The rocket, Marvel 1, isn't a secret military project, it's a media event. This move changes everything. By dropping the origin story, the film skips straight to the fall, because right when the world sees them as untouchable, Galactus shows up, and that's when everything unravels. This isn't about how they got their powers, it's about how their powers might doom them all.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
Here's a blink and you'll miss it detail that flips the entire narrative of global history upside down. Ben Grimm's flight suit doesn't bear the familiar NASA logo. Instead, it reads ANSA, which stands for the American National Space Agency. While it may seem like a small change, this tiny switch suggests a completely different historical timeline. In this alternate world, there may have been no Cold War, no space race between rival superpowers, and possibly not even a nuclear arms race at all. If Reed Richards' early scientific breakthroughs had helped humanity leap ahead in energy and technology, then maybe the world never would have had to fight over fossil fuels, weapons, or political ideologies. Instead of tech being driven by war, it might have evolved as a tool for unity, a symbol of collective progress rather than destruction. This Earth could be a utopia shaped by science and peaceful cooperation, but that vision comes with a sharp twist. All that harmony, it might have dulled humanity's edge. With no global enemies forcing them to prepare or innovate defensively, this version of Earth never saw the need to develop protection against cosmic-level threats, and now they're paying for it. Galactus isn't just a destroyer, he's a cosmic wake-up call. He's the price of complacency, a brutal reminder that peace without vigilance can become a weakness. As this Earth stands on the brink, it's about to discover the terrifying cost of a world that forgot how to defend itself. You can't talk about The Thing without a trip to Yancey Street, and Marvel made sure fans would pause and rewind. Ben's old neighborhood is a love letter to deep Marvel lore, filled with signs, shops, and tributes for eagle-eyed viewers. First, there's Horowitz Clothing, a playful nod to pop culture interviewer Josh Horowitz. Then there's Scheckerberg's Pawn Shop, lifted straight from Fantastic Four to 56. But the real emotional punch comes from Stanley's Service Center, a quiet tribute to Stan Lee, whose real name was Stanley Lieber. Look even closer and you'll notice Hebrew lettering on shop signs, honoring Jack Kirby's Jewish heritage. Yancey Street isn't just where Ben's from, it's where Marvel itself began. In a movie about alternate universes, this grounded, deeply personal setting reminds us these cosmic heroes still have roots, and that street, it's where the heart of the Fantastic Four lives.
We're not being weird.
Well, I'm doing that weird thing with your face.
Oh, we don't know what you're talking about.
Are you pregnant?
Yeah, I'm pregnant.
Yes,
How
yes.
do you know that?
Look at your husband's face.
I know, he just cannot keep a secret.
What? Really?
In one of
Yeah.
the trailer's most subtle and emotional moments, we see Sue Storm's invisibility flickering as she floats in zero gravity. It's not just power fatigue, it's a physical reaction. She's pregnant, and the implications of that are enormous. The baby? It's Franklin Richards, a character who in the comics isn't just powerful, he's an Omega-level mutant with the ability to reshape reality itself. Think Scarlet Witch, but on a multiversal scale. Now here's where it gets dark. The theory is that Galactus isn't after Earth, he's after Franklin. Why? Because Galactus's universe, the Sixth Cosmos, was destroyed, and Franklin might be the only being powerful enough to recreate it. In other words, Galactus sees this unborn child not as a threat, but as a resource. And then there's Reed. His face says it all. He blames himself. Somewhere along the way, his experiments with stretching space may have cracked the multiverse. Now, the greatest scientific mind in the world has to make an impossible choice: protect his son or save the planet he may have doomed. Forget what you remember from 2007. This Silver Surfer isn't Norrin Rad, it's Shalla-Bal, played by Julia Garner. In the comics, she's Norrin's love interest. Here, she's the Herald of Galactus, and she is terrifying. Her design keeps piercing human eyes and sharp white teeth, all wrapped in a liquid metal skin that makes her feel both beautiful and alien. But it's her powers that seal the deal. In the trailer, she phases straight through a helicopter, effortlessly cutting through it like it's nothing. And unlike the previous Surfer, her board isn't detached. It's fused with her body. It's not a vehicle. It's a part of her. She doesn't surf through space. She slices through reality. This version of the Herald isn't just a messenger. She's a weapon. Galactus doesn't announce himself. He sends Shalla-Bal to show you what's coming. And it's already too late.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Now let's talk about Galactus, because this design is straight up nightmare fuel. He's got the iconic purple armor, sure, but he's not some giant looming in space. He's walking through cities, skyscraper-sized, crushing everything in his path. What's even cooler, those destruction scenes? They're practical miniatures. The director took a page from classic Godzilla films and built miniature city sets, giving the scenes a gritty, tangible realism. When buildings crumble, they don't feel like pixels, they feel heavy. But here's the big question, why is Galactus walking? This is a being who eats planets. Shouldn't he just float in and consume? Theory, he's not after the world, he's tracking Franklin Richards, and he's close enough to hunt him on foot. Galactus isn't just a cosmic force here, he's a predator, and when a planet eater comes down to your level, it's personal. You know things are bad when even Reed Richards is scribbling in desperation. In one blink and you'll regret it shot, we see a massive chalkboard behind Reed filled with equations, Einstein's field theory, wormhole dynamics, and something that looks like a dimensional flux formula. Fans think Reed tried to trap Galactus inside a collapsing rift, essentially folding space in on itself. But instead of saving Earth, he triggered a global blackout, cutting power, satellites, and possibly communication across the entire planet. This is the all is lost moment. Reed's genius backfired, and for a guy who's always 5 steps ahead, failure hits differently. His gamble didn't just cost energy, it may have exposed Franklin to Galactus. What started as a scientific plan to seal off the threat might have just sent Earth's greatest predator straight to their front door.
I herald his beginning, herald your end. I herald.
One haunting frame shows the Marvel 1 drifting through space toward a cracked, burning planet, and it's unclear what we're even looking at. It could be a terrifying vision sent by Galactus, warning of what's coming, or maybe it's an alternate Earth, already destroyed by incursions, which are multiversal collapses introduced in Doctor Strange 2. But the most chilling possibility? This might be their Earth, moments before it shatters. The slow reveal suggests the team is watching their doom unfold, and there might be nothing they can do to stop it.
Time is it, Ben? No, Johnny. Say it! I don't wanna! Say it!
The emotional gut punch hits at the end. Sue Storm, standing between her son and a cosmic executioner, says through gritted teeth, "We will protect you." But Reed? He's not so sure. The trailer's final scenes hint at an impossible choice. Galactus wants Franklin, and stopping him may require handing Franklin over, or watching Earth burn. It's a brutal moral dilemma with Last of Us energy all over it. Remember how Joel chose to save Ellie, even if it meant dooming the world? That's what the Fantastic Four may be facing. Do they become heroes or parents? This isn't just a battle with Galactus, it's a war between logic and love, between saving billions and protecting one. And in the MCU, that kind of choice doesn't just define characters, it reshapes the entire universe. This trailer isn't just hype, it's a multiversal alarm bell. If Fantastic Four First Steps delivers on what it's teasing, the MCU may never be the same. Like, share, and subscribe for breakdowns, theories, and every hidden clue. Hit that bell, because the end of everything might just be the beginning.